Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. An unboxing video of a box that I probably could lift it off the ground if I really tried, but I decided against it. I do have a bad back with things of that sort of weight. So to get it from the front door to here, we did the end over end trick, where we just tip it up on end and then tip it over again and tip it over. Both of the cats have bolted. Anything big and making a noise on the floor, they're off. Now, I don't know why I've got two boxes, and the delivery information I got said that one box would arrive today and one box would arrive tomorrow. And the box that's arriving tomorrow, apparently, is the headphones kit. And this isn't the headphones kit, so that may well be true. Which means I might not be able to do much with this today, apart from get it out and try and work out how the hell to put it together. Well, this is the drum stool. So this is where one parks one's whatnot. So let's get me scissors out. Things will be easier with scissors, won't they? Now, I probably won't film all of this simply because for once I have no idea what I'm doing, and as there are electronics and wires and wiring to be done, I will be following instructions rather than just winging it like I have often done in the past. So, well, this looks nice and sturdy, doesn't it? Well, we don't need the instructions to work out how to do this, do we? Well, not yet, anyway. I presume you take the nut off without losing the washer, and then this goes through there at whatever height you choose, I presume. Right, we've got floor number one. This bolt has a square section head on it that should fit inside a square sectioned hole to stop it rotating while you do the nut up tight. Unfortunately, all the holes it's got to go into are not square, they're round. So that's not going to do up as well as it perhaps. Oh, I don't know, it does sort of slot inside. This section here does have a suitable hole, so I think that will sort of do up. Right, that's that. So far, so good. Are you implying my backside is big? My memory of previous drum stools I've sat on have not been that big. This is the comfy chair, it's the comfy seat. Oh well, so be it. Drum stool. Right, that's the easy bit, I suspect. Very easy bit. Let's get that out of the way. Box out of the way. Now I wonder which is the top. We'll go by the writing. Yeah, if the writing's upright, then in theory, this is the top. A lot of rubbish still out, haven't I? There's my knife. Right. I can't even begin to imagine how much packing is going to end up having to be thrown away. I bet every single piece in here is in its own polythene bag, which is not recyclable, of course. And in addition to that, each piece in here is in its own cardboard box. Now the cardboard's recyclable. I mean, this could take a while. I might end up doing it. So we've had a big box, then we had a box inside that, and now we've got more boxes inside that. I'll be here all day. Put sharp knife down. Right, so that's the electronics. So this is the bit that will probably warrant the instructions being used, is the electronics box. So I'm just getting the protective covering off. Because it had a mark on it, it looked like the whole thing was scratched. In fact, it is slightly. But yeah, we've got that to deal with rather a lot of buttons. It's all different programs. There's programs for different whole kit sounds. You know, you press a button and it all sounds like a jazz kit, or press a button and it sounds like John Bonham. That's just the noise it makes, not the ability to drum like John Bonham. You can't press a button and do that, I don't think. There's going to be loads of you going, who the hell's John Bonham? Well, look it up. Yes, what I might do with this is, although I'm chattering away, I may actually just remove the soundtrack and speed up the video. I mean, this is going to take me half an hour at least to unpack, I'd have thought. And then you get odd little things like that. I mean, I don't even know what that could possibly be for. So it's a matter of hoping that somewhere down in here is a putting it together manual. I mean, what are those for goodness sake? I don't even know if I'm on camera. I don't think I am. Let's have a look. Where am I? I'm looking at the fire. That's not good. I want to be over here somewhere, don't I? So you're probably missing out that. But I mean, I've just got two of those out. What is that for goodness sake? So as I said, I think there's going to be a lot of unpacking and then find the instructions, basically. I think that would probably be the best way to go. Possibly. Okay, I got it together. I am totally exhausted. It's a lot of faff, but then obviously you only put it together once and then you fiddle with it and adjust it until you get it how you're really comfortable. Yeah, it's it's a bit of a faff. There's flipping wires everywhere. Boy, does that make it look untidy. But they can be tied into the frame with you know, zip tie type things. Now I know where everything goes and where everything gets plugged in. I can't play it for you to hear because I haven't got the necessary leads, but the electronics seem to work. It all came on. It hasn't shown an error or anything. Yeah, it's enormous. It's taken quite a bit of faff to get it somewhere where I want it, which is about there. And you know, I'm sort of in. You've got a crash cymbal here. That's the hi-hat. The noise it makes is controlled by the pedal. There's no other controls than that. And then you've got a tom-tom that you can tune high, medium and the low one. A fourth one could be added, but you know, let's get the hang of what I've got before we start adding bits on. I had to turn these completely round the other way, the brackets, because they were here. Well, how the hell are you supposed to hit the snare drum with the toms over the top? So I had to turn the brackets round to get them away, so that they're farther away. And I might even try and adjust them even farther away by adjusting the frame, because the ultimate adjustment is the frame position, you know, which you've got legs that move. So I could actually adjust those. Getting the snare in the right place was a pain. It kept slipping. It kept just slipping around like that. And then I realised that the pole it's on wasn't done up here. That little square thing has got an Allen key and that wasn't actually done up. So, oh, a little light comes on when you put your foot on the hi-hat. I wonder if that does. Yeah, light comes on when the kick drum comes on. Right, well, let's see if... That says ride cymbal, yeah, so that'll be crash. Yeah, crash cymbal. Hi-hat. Snare. Tom 1. Tom 2. Tom 3. Wonder if I can do that. Yes. You can do a rim shot on the drums. So if I play Tom Tom 1, if I catch the rim, which is, you don't normally do that on tom-toms, but you do on the snare. I wouldn't be able to do that with my right hand on the snare because of the angle at the moment. It would have to be left-handed. But that basically means you've got the wires in the right place. Yeah? You know, if the light comes on the appropriate thing, then you've obviously got the wires in the right place. The cymbals are interchangeable, so if I decide I don't like playing on that one and I prefer to play on that one because of the way it's positioned, I can just change the wires over. So that's good. It all works. Kick drum pedal's a little tight. I prefer it floppier than that, but it works, and it's nice to have because a lot of the kick pad drum on the drum kits don't have a beater. they just flop around, and that would seem really weird. It's nice to have something that actually makes a contact. It's like I said, I don't think you get a louder sound if you hit it harder, but who knows, it might be clever enough to do that. So when I used to play a proper drum kit, I used to actually hit that bass drum quite hard. Got a heavy foot. Anyway, it all works. It's going to take a bit of adjusting to get every drum and cymbal exactly where I want it, but that's no different to a proper kit. You can spend ages faffing around with a proper kit, and of course with a proper kit you've also got to tune it. I haven't, because it's electronic. I haven't got to tune the drums. I presume that in the settings there's a pitch for each drum, so that you can actually adjust the, you know, the sound of the 3 tom-toms to get that. Well, you got 4 drums including the snare, but yes, I remember saying to my mate once, who became a professional drummer, he said, "God, these drums are out of tune. I'm going to have to sort this out." And I said, "How the hell do you tune drums?" And he just pointed at the piano. Duh. Well, yes. I wouldn't have thought they're actual notes, but they are. In an electronic kit, maybe there is just a pitch or something like that. We will find out. But anyway, it's together, and it takes up so much room I can't see the TV. But I think in my head I've sorted that out, because I'll just turn the whole thing round the other way and sit with my back to the room, which I'd prefer not to do. But there's nobody here, you know. I don't like sitting with my back to a room like in restaurants and places like that. I like to see what's going on. But, you know, as there's nobody here, it doesn't matter. And yeah, I just turn the whole thing round the other way. That puts all the clutter up against the fireplace, which I never use. Well, that's actually a gas fire, and when it's full on, it gives off so much heat you can put your hand on it. It's pathetic. So I just don't use it. You know, I've got central heating, so I don't need to. But yeah, if I turn the whole thing round the other way, then the frame and everything is up against the fireplace, doesn't stick out that much, and the stool can just go somewhere else until I need to use it. So, and that will take all the wires round the back as well, so that I haven't got to stare at them. Anyway, it's up, it's done, and as I say, I've got to get appropriate cables now, because obviously when the headphones come tomorrow, it did say they would arrive separately and tomorrow. At least I can hear it when I play it. And then I've got to sort out appropriate leads to connect it up to other things. Like if I can connect it up to the computer through whatever, USB port or something, then it'll play through the computer speakers and also would be able to be recorded. I could also get a lead and hook it up to my amplifier, my guitar amp, and it would play through there. But I haven't got the leads at the moment, so none of that is possible. These are all the sockets on the back. Oh, let's get down and see what we got then. We've got that's a headphone socket there. That's right output and left output. It's got stereo output jacks, and then this has got MIDI in and out with plugs. Oh, I haven't seen plugs like that since the dinosaurs were on the earth. And that looks like a USB. That's a USB. A strange looking plug, that. On-off switch and auxiliary in. Auxiliary in. Why would you want that? That would be if you wanted to play along to some music. Then the music, whatever it was, your phone, the DVD player or whatever, CD player, would plug into there so that the sound's into the unit, and then the drum kit sound and the music would be mixed and come out the headphones or out of the stereo jacks. So it's comprehensive, this lot. Yeah, this just looks odd, this USB thing. And as I said, I haven't seen plugs like that for a long time, so there may be specific leads I will have to purchase. But the standard jack plugs that would be difficult. I'd have to get a stereo to mono connector, which I think I've got lying around somewhere. But yeah, if that's going to go into the guitar amplifier to be played through that, which would give me volume, you know, I could actually turn it up and make it sound like a real drum kit. The input to the guitar amp is mono. You know, you don't tend to get stereo guitars, so these two would have to join together with a Y piece, which I think I've got lying around somewhere. So anyway, some leads will need to be purchased, but initially all I'm interested in doing is getting my head back into being able to play again, because I haven't touched a drum kit for well, Hannah had one for a while, which was up the other house in the dining room till she could move it to where she wanted it. I had to go on that for a while, but it was only there a couple of weeks. I didn't get long. And prior to that, you're going back 40 years plus. So I haven't been near a kit for a long time. The only thing I will say about this, the drumsticks are clumsy, so we will try and get another pair at some point. They're too thick, and these pads bounce. It's very easy to double and treble hit, which I don't like. But that's practice. That'll just take some getting used to. So there we are. 3 tom-toms. So that's 2 what I call tuney tom-toms, ones that make boingy noises, and a nice thumper, big one, which, as I said, I hope I can tune that to how I want it. Same with the bass drum. Nice flat thump with any luck. And ride cymbal, crash cymbal, and hi-hat with a pedal control to adjust the sound to... The sound on a hi-hat is 2 cymbals open, so the top cymbal played on its own just sounds like a normal cymbal. Half closed, which gets a hissy sound because the 2 cymbals are clashing together because they're not quite tight shut. And then a hi-hat tight shut gives a tappety sound. Hopefully I can get all 3 by adjusting the pedal. We shall see. And with my headphones arriving tomorrow, I can start making some noise through the headphones and see what it's all like. Right, that's taken a very long time. And I've still got to clear up yet. I'm going to have to turn the whole thing round to get it out of the way, and then I'm going to have to start getting boxes upstairs into the spare room. I don't want to... The boxes that the individual bits go in I will keep in case I ever decide to sell it, and then I can, you know, pack up each individual piece and put it back how it was. And we'll see how we go. But yeah, all done and totally blocking the TV. The cats have vacated the premises. Mojo disappeared as soon as the box came in the front door. He was off. So they're not happy. They'll have a good sniff round when they come in and be nosy. Right, a bit more work to do, and then I'm doing my meals the wrong way round. I've missed lunch basically, and if I wait till normal tea time it's too long to go without food. I mean, I had food before I went and had my jab this morning, which was like 8:30, and I haven't had a bite to eat since. It's gone 3 o'clock now, 3:15, and I'm not waiting till 5 o'clock for food, so I think I'm just going to have an early tea and then I'll have a snack supper later on because I expect I'll get hungry again. Right, I don't know how long this video is going to be. The unpacking the boxes, I may actually put some music to that and speed it up. But we shall see. I've got to get all the bits on the computer and put them together, and I won't be doing that yet because I've still got clearing up to do. And then we'll go from there. The next thing we're going to need in the not too distant future is a song. Oh, and I forgot to say, we didn't need the instructions. Men don't need instructions. I did have a fair idea on what it was supposed to look like when it was finished. It was supposed to look like a drum kit from sitting on the stool. So yeah, we didn't need instructions, but I will probably need the instructions to program the unit. That's a different thing altogether, because that's a whole new ball game of which I know nothing. But actually getting the pads and everything in a suitable position, and all the wires were labelled. Every single plug had a label on it to say what it was supposed to plug into, and one big master plug to go into the back of the unit. So no instructions needed basically. all went together fine. Now all we need is the headphones so that we can hear what it sounds like, or what it sounds like electronically anyway. Right, see you next time.